following is a production of the University of Minnesota.
Hi there, welcome to Strengths Career Exploration. If you're new to Strengths or haven't watched the Strengths Myth Smashing or Strengths How Do I Use My Top 5 videos, we recommend watching these so you understand the background and fundamentals of StrengthsFinder. Information in those videos will be used and applied here. On the Twin Cities campus, we are using a strengths approach to enhance student engagement and well-being, which leads to higher GPA, graduating on time, and greater life success. StrengthsFinder is a tool that contributes to the demonstration of the student learning outcomes and the student development outcomes. There's also a workbook that you can print out and use as you watch this video that has some helpful activities and more information that will help you get the most out of this video. Knowing your strengths will help you to approach the career exploration process in a way that will be the most beneficial for you. It is important to recognize that your top 5 are not matched to a certain career. However, knowing your strengths may help you to examine whether a job or career is a good fit for you, and it can help you identify ways to use your strengths on a job. It's important to find a job where you use your strengths because strengths leads to engagement. One study found that employees who answered yes to the question, "I have the opportunity to do what I do every day," so using your strengths, had a 44% higher probability of employee retention and a 38% higher probability of productivity. When you find a career that fits you and gives you the opportunity to utilize your strengths, your work won't really seem like work. So, how do you find a good fit? First, it helps to understand what activities you really enjoy. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi calls this flow. When you are in flow, you lose track of time because you're in the zone and enjoying yourself. Often during these activities, you're using your strengths and you don't even realize it. In the workbook, you can use the 5 Clues to Talent worksheet to help you uncover what kind of activities are your flow activities. Once you know the activities you enjoy, then it's time to consider what kind of work environment you want. Think about past jobs and volunteering experiences you had, and then what did you like about those environments? What did you not like? The student and professional action items found at StrengthsQuest.com under the Apply tab will also be helpful as you consider careers because you'll get tips for how to use each of your strengths in the career exploration process and get suggestions for what kind of professionals to talk to. Another way to think about approaching your career exploration is in the context of what leadership domain your strengths fit into. If you don't know what leadership domains your strengths fit into, you can pause the video now or look at the leadership domain worksheet in your workbook. We will now give specific strategies for each leadership domain that will be particularly helpful for you if you have strengths in that domain, but are not exclusive to people who have strengths in that domain. If you have a lot of executing strengths, it may be helpful to create a to-do list for yourself. For instance, maybe you commit to reading 10 different job descriptions on Goldpast or The Edge by using search terms of things you're interested in. Taking a career exploration course might also be beneficial to you as it will provide structure to your process. As you examine careers, it will be important for you to find jobs where you will have deadlines and tangible projects or outcomes. If you have influencing strengths, a helpful step would be to get involved with a professional student group related to a career you are considering. Also, do job shadows with leaders in the community to learn about their career paths and attend employer events, such as informational sessions and job fairs, where you'll have the opportunity to talk to many different employers and learn about career opportunities. Having influencing strengths will make it important to find a career where you can lead and contribute in a meaningful way. If you have relationship building strengths, then it will be helpful to talk to people about careers you want to learn more about and explore. A great step would be to make an appointment with a career counselor or a CAPE coach. Also, ask your academic advisor about the mentor program in your college. Some of these programs will pair you with a local alumnus in your community and help you use LinkedIn. Talking to people who are in professions you are interested in will help you understand what it is really like to work in a certain role. With relationship building strengths, it will be important for you to find a career in which you can work with others to get things done. If you have strategic thinking strengths, you may want to start the career exploration process by thinking about your past jobs, which ones you like best, and why. You may also want to contact your career center to take a career assessment such as the Strong Interest Inventory to help you look at potential career paths. As you consider careers, it will be important for you to find one in which you are constantly learning and where your critical thinking abilities are valued. Now, to give an example of strengths in a career, let's take a look at 2 people, their strengths, and a job description. Looking at this job description, who do you think would be better for this job, and why?
Chris can use his achiever and deliberative strengths to find solutions for customers, and connectedness can be used to constantly think of how all the information he knows connects to each other, which will help him find creative solutions. His harmony and communication can also be used to share those solutions with others in an effective way.
Trang can also be creative to find solutions for customers. Trang's restorative will allow her to always be looking to solve problems, while her learner means she is always trying to find new ways of doing things. An activator allows her to keep trying new things until she finds a solution. Belief can be used to see the projects through because Trang will believe in the value of finishing what she says she'll do. Trang can use her woo as a way of getting other coworkers on board with her ideas.
As we see here, both people can accomplish these tasks by using their strengths. They would just approach the task in a different way. As stated in the Strengths Quest book, our studies of the top achievers in most careers and professions indicate that they invent ways to apply their greatest talents and existing strengths as they work. If they can't, they will move on until they find a career in which they can. So when you're looking at potential career or job, do an analysis, which you can find in our workbook, to help you reflect upon what strengths would get used in that role and how. Doing this will help you to figure out what kind of questions you would ask in an interview. Thanks for watching Strengths Career Exploration. A great next step would be to use the resources and activities in our workbook to start the career exploration process. Another helpful step might be to make an appointment with a career counselor or to take a career exploration course. Go to career.uofm.edu to find your career center. Lastly, feel free to check out any of our other strengths videos. You may particularly be interested in strengths major exploration. To learn more about strengths, you can visit our website, strengths.uofm.edu, or attend a strengths workshop. If you have an idea for a strengths video or would like us to put on a workshop for your student group or organization, you can let us know by emailing strengths@uofm.edu. Also, make sure to interact with us on Twitter @UofM_strengths. Have a great day.